We continue our reading of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, an invitation to spend a year with your best friend, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. And I'm sorry there's no ocean sound in the background anymore. We continue our reading on May 30, extending hope to church members. And he said to him, "Son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. It was right that we should make merry and be glad, for your brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found." Luke 15:31 and 32. What a tragedy to spend all your life in the Father's house while never understanding his heart. Even worse, what a travesty to spend all one's life in the church and never coming to grips with the Father's love and grace. With the older son, we have returned to the parable of the coin, earlier in Luke 15. Shiny and nice, the coin looks good on the outside, but it is lost, and being a coin, it doesn't have any spiritual sense. Impressed with its own outward appearance, it doesn't even know that it is lost. But it is still in the house, the church, the synagogue. Here Jesus returns to the Pharisees in his audience of verse 1 and 2. Speaking to all those listening to him, he provided the parable of the lost sheep for the commoner, average sinners, who knew they were lost, but didn't know what to do about it. He presented the story of the lost son to represent the listening tax collectors, rebels at heart, who were living it up on their ill-gotten gain. But the scribes and Pharisees and other good church members get two doses: the parable of the senseless coin and the parable of the church-going, hard-working person who appears to have everything in order, but who is totally lost, yet doesn't know it. The parable closes with the older son who doesn't have the slightest idea why God loves a party. He is feeling critical of others and sorry for himself, yet he could have had a party. All he had to do was ask. The tragedy of the older son of life is that they never understand the Father. They just sit in church and grumble, even about grace. The story closes with the father going out into the dark to see if he can't reach the heart of the older son, searching for him, just as the woman did for her coin. The most frustrating part of the parable is that we don't know what happened. That's because it hasn't ended. It's me and you who are out there on that dark evening, and God is asking us if we're going to continue to have the mind of a hired servant or are finally going to become genuine sons and daughters. This concludes our reading today of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.